Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm Jeannie, and in today's video I'm going to do my take on a Pride Mani using these vibrant neon beautiful colors from the Birds of a Feather Glow Together collection from Glam Co. And yes, by the name, these do glow. I told you I was really into the summer colors, the summer kind of theme lately, and these colors did not disappoint. Wait till you see the glow. They are just absolutely amazing. So I'm super excited to do today's mani. I thought about keeping it simple and doing like a Skittles type mani, but you know how I am. I decided to be a little extra, so I'm actually going to do some sweater type flowers on my nails, and they gave me total retro vibes, and the glow is just amazing. So these are the colors that I picked out that I'm going to use for my mani. I've got 5 of them here, but actually at the end I decided to throw in a 6th color, so I'm using a lot of the colors from the collection because I just couldn't help myself. I'll also be using my Glam Co dip liquids, and I am an ambassador for Glam Co, so you can always use my code Jeannie10 to save 10% off your orders. And I will say this Birds of a Feather Glow Together collection was gifted to me as an ambassador of Glam Co, but as always, you'll always get my honest opinions on these, and these did not disappoint. So I'm starting with Hoot, which is the white glow powder, and I made sure before I used it to give it a good stir. Anytime I'm using glow powders, because glow pigments are heavier, they could sink to the bottom. So I always make sure I give them a good stir to reincorporate that glow pigment because I want to get the maximum amount of glow. So I'm going to do Hoot on my index finger and ring finger, and that's going to be the 2 fingers where I'm going to do my sweater flowers. I do 2 layers of the colors. I'm only going to show you one just because I want to get to the sweater flowers, but this is going to be my normal dipping process. Even though I'm not using any glitters in this mani, I decided to go ahead and cap my white nails in clear because the other colors I'm using are pretty vibrant and pretty pigmented, and I didn't want to get any of the pigment on my white nails and accidentally stain it. So I thought I'd play it safe rather than sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and cap these in clear using my crystal glass from Glam Co. I will activate, and then I'm going to get into the other colors. Now that I've got Hoot, which is my white, activated, I'm going to move on to my other color. So this next one is Buzz, which is a neon lime green color. And if you notice, all of these dip powders are named after like bird noises. So when Logan told the ambassadors about this collection she created, we may have harassed her a little bit to release them as soon as possible because we got really excited for these. Because not only were the colors gorgeous, the glow was insane. So we got really eager. So this collection is the 7 colors, and it actually released this past Friday, I believe. So they are available now. So make sure you grab these. They're available as a collection or individually. But let me tell you, you need this whole collection. I mean, these powders applied so smooth, so evenly. I'm telling you, I didn't even file these at the end. I just did some really light buffing because I can't help myself, but really it didn't even need that. They just applied so smoothly. I did a quick buff off camera and then I did a little bit of filing to clean up my shape, but now we're going to get into my sweater nails. So I'm going to be using my Vivid Glam Co gel. So I've got my gel base, gel top, and matte gel top coat. And we're going to do this on our hoot nails, which is the white nails. So I'm applying a layer of gel base to my nails. I'm going to give it a cure for 30 seconds and then I will apply my matte gel top coat. I always make sure before I put on a top coat that I apply a layer of gel base first, and that way my top coat has something to adhere to and it doesn't peel off. I baked my matte top coat for 60 seconds and it is pretty matte, so I am impressed with the way that looks. So for the sweater nails, I'm going to need my glossy top coat. So this is the Vivid Glam Co gel top coat. So I'm just going to apply a dollop of that gel top coat to my palette. A little bit goes a long way. You don't need a lot, but I want to make sure I have enough of that gel top coat. And then I'm going to be using a dotting tool and a liner brush. So I'm dipping my dotting tool into the gel and I'm just placing dots at the corner of my nail. So this is going to be a half a flower at the corner of my nail near my free edge. So it's just going to be 3 dots, and once I have those dots where I want them, I'm going to take my liner brush and I'm going to drag from the center of the dot towards my free edge to kind of have that flower petal taper. So it's going to be fuller at the top of the petal and then it's going to taper towards the center. And then once I've got the gels where I want it, I'm going to pour over my dip powder. So this is, I believe, Shriek is the hot pink one. So I'm pouring it over the wet gel. I haven't cured yet. And then I do this for my both ring finger and index finger. If the gel still looks a little wet, I'll pour a little bit more of that powder just to make sure that it's fully absorbed. And then once I've got that on, I'm going to go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds. Before I cured, you may have noticed that I moved my palette and all my tools out of my way because I didn't want them to accidentally get cured because they were close to the lamp. So always make sure you're paying attention to where you place things before you turn on your lamp because you could accidentally cure gel on things where they just shouldn't be cured. So I'm going to continue on with the same process. So for this one, I'm doing a full flower. So I did 5 dots on my nail in a circle. And so now I'm taking that liner brush and I'm just dragging from the center of the dot to the center of the nail to create that flower. And then once I've got the gel down, I'm going to go ahead and pour over the powder. And I apologize, I didn't show much of this because I kept going off frame. I did not realize that I was out of frame when I was doing these flowers. I will also say that after I cure my nails, there is that colored pigment on the white part. So in order to get rid of that colored pigment, I actually took a lint-free wipe and some alcohol and I rubbed the nails and that got rid of the excess pigment. So I didn't have like purple smears and green smears on where I wanted the white powder. So don't panic if you get pigment on your white. As long as you wipe it away with a lint-free wipe and some alcohol, it should wipe away and not stain your white nails because there is that matte top coat. So having said that, I am really impressed with this matte top coat because I was a little concerned doing a matte top coat on white nails because white nails get dirty so quickly. But I actually wore this mani for, 6 days. And when I took off this mani, my white was still stark white. There was absolutely no staining. And I have purple hair. So I don't know how, 1, it didn't get dirty, 2, it didn't get purple on it. But I actually think this matte top coat is also stain resistant, which is super impressive because I usually don't like matte nails. Well, 1, I don't like the texture of matte. But 2, I don't like matte nails because they get dirty so easily. But this one did not stain at all. I don't know what kind of magic Logan does in her gels, but the formula is amazing. After I've got all my flowers, of course they need that cute little yellow center, so I'm just taking my dotting tool and dipping it into the gel top coat, and I'm just placing a dot of that gel top coat in the center of my flowers, and then I'm going to pour over the neon yellow powder, and then I will cure that for 60 seconds. I felt like the design was missing a little something, so I decided to add some polka dots and use another color. So that's why you didn't see the blue in the beginning, is because I decided last minute to add it. So I'm just taking my dotting tool, dipping it into the gel top coat, and then I'm just placing random dots throughout the nail where I feel like it's a little bare. And then once I've got my dots on, I'm going to pour over my blue powder and then give it a cure for a full 60 seconds. As always, I'm going to finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticle. So I'm using my Scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil, and this is in the scent Be the Fool Who Dreams. I believe this one was a freebie a month or two ago. Usually when she has like monthly releases, sometimes she'll include a freebie, and this one is just amazing. Like, I love that she does it, but at the same time, I kind of get sad because you can't get more of it. And this one was a really great scent. And of course, I love the message as well of just, never stop dreaming. If you get oil on your matte top coat, to get it matte again, you just want to take a lint-free wipe and some rubbing alcohol and just wipe off your nails. And once the rubbing alcohol dries, your nails will be matte again. And here we are with the finished look. What do you think? Is it just me? Are you getting like total retro vibes with this mani? I get kind of like 70s Scooby-Doo-ish type vibes, and I absolutely love it. But let me show you the glow. How insane is this glow? I mean, it was like flashlights when I was trying to sleep, and I absolutely love it. I was so sad when I took off this mani because I loved it. And you could even see, because I used different colors for the flowers, I love that the flowers even show through the glow. So I'm curious, have you tried sweater nails before? Let me know down below in the comments if you've tried them and how that went. Usually I'll do sweater nails around, in the winter time, because I'll do like that kind of cable knit sweater type pattern that you see that's really popular. But I thought it'd be fun to do something a little bit different with that sweater technique. So I did the flowers, and I'm so glad I did. I was super sad to take off this mani, and super impressed that I don't know how this matte gel top coat did not stain. Like, I thought because I was pouring over these pigmented powders that it would stain, but just with some cleaning, with some rubbing alcohol, the pigments wipe right off. So you can see it's still a really bright white. And then 6 days later, when I was ready to take off the mani, it still wasn't stained from my purple hair. So I don't know what kind of magic it is, but super glad. And I will definitely this will be my go-to matte top coat from now on. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend my channel to others. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.